Spread out. Come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Letting go. Begin to deepen your inhales, bringing a little space into the torso, energy opening, waking. Deepening your exhales, letting go, releasing whatever's not needed here now. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. Stretch your arms overhead, reach through fingers and toes, really long. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet. Reaching through the heels of your hands and the heels of your feet. And then release. Bring your right knee in. Grab hold of it. Hug it in close. Straighten right leg up. Flex and point. Circle. Couple times one way. Couple times the other way. Bend your knee, open it out. Straighten part way or all the way out to the right. Grounding down through the left. Bend the right knee and then guide it across, spinal twist. Open out through your right arm, knee and shoulder. Reach away from one another. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, circle or rock. Grab hold of just the left knee. Hug it in close. Straighten left leg up. Flex and point. Circle. Both directions. Bend your knee in. Open it out to the left and straighten whatever amount. Grounding down through the back of the right leg. Bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist. And release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, circle or rock. Make your way up to sitting, and let's come on to hands and knees, tabletop. If you want to pad your knees, you can use something under, like a blanket or cushion. Fingers spread wide, hands flat and active. Let's take a few rolls through the spine. Inhale, lift, head and tailbone arching. Exhale, round, draw the belly in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now, inhale, arch. Shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back and dip part way or all the way to the floor. Press up from there, slow and smooth, round. Arch. Go forward to dip down, elbows hugging the sides of the body. Press up, round. Arch. One more time, dip down. Press up, round, and then sink back to child's pose, releasing. Hips to the heels. Forehead to the floor, finding a relaxed position for arms, neck, shoulders. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through the left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Let's come back through center, lift up through table. We'll take the right leg back with toes tucked under and then press back through the heel, stretching calf and ankle, and then rock a little ways forward, stretching the toes. You can go back and forth. And then rotate your heel to the floor, lift the right arm up. Coming into a variation on side plank. See if you can pull up through the top arm so there's lightness. Roll open through the top hip. And then rotate the top arm and take it overhead. So the right palm faces down, or maybe even a little bit back behind you. Big reach, like a yawn through the whole right side. And then release. Back to hands and knees, back to neutral. We'll send the left leg back, toes tucked under, and then press back through the heel. Go forward, stretching the toes, and then a little pulse, front to back. And you can play around with timing, pace, how you do it. And then rotate the heel. Lift the top arm, pull up. Can there be lightness in the joints? Roll open. And then rotate the top arm overhead so the palm faces down or slightly back. Big yawning reach through the whole side body. And then release. Back to neutral. And let's come back to child's pose. And this time we're going to bring the elbows to the floor, palms together, fingers pointing up, and then inch your elbows forward and together so they're shoulder width apart, maybe even a little closer, letting the chest sink down. It's a big shoulder opener. If you want more, you could even separate your wrists by pushing into your fingertips. You can release the arms, maybe take a different arm position or any movement to release what you just did. Let's come up through tabletop again. Get set up for a twist. We'll do thread the needle. So from hands and knees, left arm lifts up. Take it all the way up. And then we'll curl fingertips down, thread it through, and come onto your shoulder inside of your head. And then you can push the right hand into the floor or into that bottom forearm. Or take the right arm up and back. release. Come up through hands and knees. And take any movement to release that side. Maybe a few rolls through the spine or any other front to back, right to left, circular movement, anything that helps you let that go. And then tabletop. Let's lift right arm up. Curl from fingertips down, thread it through. And then find your way inside this shape. What's interesting? What do you notice? If there weren't a right way, what would be your right way? Release, unwind. And again, any movement. What feels natural? What feels good to help release what we just did? Even it out, let that go. Maybe a down dog. And let's come all the way through to sitting. And onto our backs. Can bring the knees back in, circle or rock, feeling the lower back. And then let's place the feet on the floor. Lift the hips and place something under the hips for supported bridge. So that could be a block on low or medium. Could be a bolster, foam roller, stack of books with a towel over it. Lots of options. Let the hips rest onto the block. Feel how the torso settles into this shape. And then bring your right knee to your chest and grab hold of the right knee with one or both hands. And straighten the left leg and let that straight left leg hang. Yawning open through the front of the left hip. And switch, bring the left knee in, drop the right leg long, let the front of the right hip yawn open. When you feel even, come to neutral. Both knees in, or both feet flat, or both legs straight in the air, or along the floor. If you need to adjust the height or placement of your props, you can do so at any time. Letting go. Can you find a place of almost total relaxation? So some little bit amount of effort may be necessary so you don't fall off your props, but can it be less? Want to stay where you are, you're welcome. If you want to move through a different leg position, you're welcome. If you're ready to come out of this, do so gently. Checking in with your body as to what would feel good now, what would be a good next pose, last pose, closing sequence. As we get ready for Shavasana, what is your body needing to feel complete in this practice? Take some time winding things down in your way, finding your way. Eventually settling into ease. Practicing not doing, letting go of all the doing that you're able. Bring a little movement back, fingers and toes, wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Bring your knees in. Roll to one side. Use your hands to help you up. And bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you.